Coming up on Yes It's Me Tools.
Girl! The last time you woke up next to someone. Alright, my girl, thick Leonce, asks, which Kardashian sister do you think should have their own reality show? Ooh, this is a good question. Anyone you regret not dating when you had the chance, you should have given them a chance. That is a very good question.
Wow, that's a great question.
What is up, beautiful people? Now, people always stop me in the streets and they say to me, hey, aren't you? And I say, yes, it's me, Toolz. Thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. As always, I want to give a huge subscriber shout out. And this one goes to Christine Gama.
I'm traveling, and a lot of people have been begging me to vlog, and the only person that sort of low-key convinced me is Toolz. I have so much love for Toolz. I'm joking. All of you guys that sent me messages, I really appreciate it. And you, Toolz, as well.
Thank you so much for your shout out on your YouTube channel. I am so glad you're back on YouTube and I love you so much. Thank you so much. If you want your own subscriber shout out, make sure you share this video to your social media and don't forget to tag me so I can see it. Alright, let's get into the video. Alright, so you might have seen part 1 of my Q&A where you guys asked me questions and I answered them. It ended up being way too long. It was almost a feature film and I was like, no, let me break up the questions into 2 parts so that you can watch it and digest it easily and it's entertaining throughout. So, both parts are equally entertaining. And I forgot that I had some questions on my Instagram post. So I'm going to do those questions now and I'm going to include some leftover questions from part 1. So let's get into the video and I hope you enjoy it. Alright, my girl, thick Leonce, asks, which Kardashian sister do you think should have their own reality show? Well, if you don't know, sometimes I do troll the Kardashians on their Instagram, mainly Kimberly. But to be honest, we will never get the Bentley fight.
So, don't be rude.
Are you kidding me?
I swear to God,
Stop.
don't be
What are you
throw the thing on me. I'll hurt you. Don't do that.
Stop. Oh my god.
We will never get Kim and Courtney fighting and throwing punches like that ever again.
Already. Don't
Dilly and dilly. Stop. Okay. Stop. You too. Okay. Stop.
We will never get... Maybe if you had a business that you were passionate about, then you'd know what I'm talking about. But you don't. So don't even act like you know what I'm talking about.
Maybe if you had a business that you were passionate about, then you would know what it takes to run a business, but you don't. So don't even act like you know what I'm talking about.
Oh my god, I literally just said that verbatim. So those kind of fights and that kind of interaction between the families we'll never get again. I really do feel like Rob should be in the mix because that one is a spicy one. He is a spicy one. So to answer your question, I feel like they're all boring, but the one that I'd really love to see, and if she really put it out there, would be Kylie, because she's the richest and she has a solid group of friends which we are all kind of invested in. But yeah, that would be the most entertaining to watch. Alright, Kliniso Van Dam says, why is there a rose on your lapel, mi amor? If you don't know, Kliniso is the new Bachelorette in South Africa. I am so excited for the season. It's going to be exciting. It's reality TV at its best and I can't wait to watch it. And she's the perfect Bachelorette. I am super excited. It starts on the 11th of February, but yeah, all the details will be on www.yesitsmetools.com. She was commenting on this picture. So I'll be watching, and I hope you will be too. Alright, Will Kate Lady says, how are you so fabulous? I mean, what a compliment coming from her. Gamo, thank you so much, I appreciate it. I'm just me. I learned from you, baby. I learned from you. But yeah, I really appreciate that compliment. Alright, Carla asks, your favorite Cape Town restaurants and hotels. Selfish questions as I'm planning a trip to SA in April. Okay, well, that's not a problem. I think I might do a little bit of a guide on my Instagram. I've already done brunches in Joburg, but I think I'll populate a lot more. In terms of restaurants in Cape Town, I mean, there are so many. Cape Town and culinary experience just go hand in hand. One place I did go to recently was La Colombe. It was Petit La Colombe in Franschhoek. Beautiful, stunning, amazing. Also, Babylon Sturen for a wine farm experience. It's stunning. My sister got married there. It was a beautiful wedding. These are all top of my head. And Duchess is always fun. Wild, but so much fun. I really, really enjoyed Duchess. And Manos always for a great lunch, a long boozy lunch, and we also go to the Grand quite a few times. Yeah, there's so many places, but I'll DM you a list, but the guide will definitely be on my Instagram. When it comes to hotels, I've stayed at the One and Only, which is one of my favorite hotels in Cape Town. I also enjoyed, where have I stayed? Which other hotel have I stayed at? The Bay Hotel, right in Camps Bay. The rooms are big and the service is incredible and the pool is just a vibe. I also enjoyed staying at the Radisson V&A Waterfront. Those three hotels could be my favorite. Alright, the Bougie Traveler says, hello Ziadi. Hey, I want to know how you manage to remain so consistent in social media. Also, who edits your videos? I love your channel. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Well, how I stay consistent is social media platforms are all fun and great, and I always engage with people. So it's not like I set aside a time. Because social media forms part of work, it makes it a lot easier for me to do a lot of things. I love to hype my friends up. I love to give fire emojis, hearts everywhere on great content, because that's what engagement is about, and that's what the social media is about, is to be social. I only figured that out when I actually spoke to Gamo about it, and have people that you follow, that inspire you, that give you entertainment, that are fun, that add value to your life. That's what social media is for me. And it's not about a job where I need to, okay, I'm gonna spend an hour of it, engaging on comments. No, it's just fun and I really enjoy it. In terms of editing my videos, I edit my videos. I learned Adobe Premiere Pro during lockdown, and I'm learning still to today. So it's exciting and it's fun, and I enjoy the process of creating YouTube videos. It's a lot of work, especially when the perfectionist that I am, but I truly enjoy it and learning about YouTube, and it's just so much fun. Regardless of the numbers or anything, I really enjoy this platform and creating content like this. Right, a girl named Cassidy asks, what would you declare your job title as? How did the journey start, and is this your dream job? So, I feel like I am a publicist / content creator / business owner / so I'm such a millennial where, they call us the slashies. I don't feel like one stream of income is sufficient these days, so I try to do a lot of things. I'm such a creative, and I want to put my fingers in so many pies and grow as a person. I don't feel like I'll be stuck in one thing and one thing only. I want to always evolve and do different things. So yeah, that's in a nutshell. I hope I answered that question correctly, but yeah, that's how I would say to declare my job title. In terms of my dream job, I think I don't have a dream job. I do feel like working for myself is the dream. It comes with its rewards and its challenges, but I enjoy it. And yeah, in terms of a dream job, I don't wish I was like, oh, I wish I was doing that in terms of jobs. And if I do wish it, then I try to achieve it. It's as simple as that. So yeah, or get close to it. So yeah, in terms of my dream job, that's what I would say. Karen asks, what are your thoughts about living in a digital age? Well, I do feel like we live in such a toxic environment sometimes when it comes to social media and the news and everything that we see on a daily basis. So it is really important to balance what media you intake, whether it's social media, whether it's news, whether it's any kind of media. I think it's really important to have a balance and sometimes detach from it all. I know I am a hypocrite by saying, you know, you should have social media breaks, etc. But when I'm on social media, I just want it to be enjoyable, you know. Growing up, it's so different now. I mean, the kids of today will not even know what DVDs are and VHS and cassettes are. I mean, I grew up with that stuff and it's changed so much. That's the negative that I've just spoken about. However, the positive makes us more easily accessible, and the fact that I can sit here and I can record a video for you guys and you get to know a little bit more about me. So it has its benefits and there is some positivity to it. And I just feel like people just need to have that balance and be able to make sure that they take the good with the bad and not let the digital aspect consume you. That's really, really important. Okay, Naima asks, why are you single? It doesn't make sense. You're such a catch. Naima, I know! What the hell? I don't understand it. Well, look, it's not like I haven't been offered, but I don't know why. Okay, ever dated someone who's in the public eye / celeb, so to say? PS, just discovered your page and I'm in love. Thank you so much. I have not dated anybody that is well known or a celebrity or in the public eye. Not to say that I wouldn't, but I feel that it's too close to home and it would be a spectacle. I don't want my relationship to be a public thing. I feel that relationships are between two people and it should remain that way. When you have external forces chiming in and having their 2 cents worth, it can be a deterioration of the union. So no, I have not, to answer your question simply. The last time you woke up next to someone, well, I'm assuming that's after they've spent the night. I don't actually remember. Yeah, I don't actually remember. Alright, Manzi Monate says, what's your take on casual dating? I think casual dating is great, just as long as you don't hurt anyone. And let's be honest, casual dating is interviews until you find the right person that you want to date exclusively. So, honey, date, just don't hurt anyone. What is your love language / languages? I think a lot of people would think that it's getting gifts, receiving gifts, but I don't know, it's not necessarily that. I would definitely say maybe words of affirmation and touch. I'm a romantic at heart, but I think those are the two things, the two love languages that I resonate with the most. Oh, this is a good question. Anyone you regret not dating when you had the chance, you should have given them a chance. That is a very good question.
Wow, that's a great question.
I feel like there is, but I can't off the top of my head think of one guy. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to relationships, it's all about timing as well. If the person that you're trying to date and yourself is in the right space. So when it comes to relationships, it's all really about timing. So I can't really give you a proper answer, I'm sorry, but it's a very good question, thank you. All right, how did you come out if you ever did? Yes, I am an out and proud gay man. Yes, honey. I am actually going to be shooting a coming out story, so you guys can look out for that. It's a really interesting story. It's not major, but it's my story to share. And you know, I was chatting to someone yesterday. I feel like it's become so redundant to come out. I feel that we shouldn't be forced to come out. I think we should get to a space in the world where we accept each other for who we are, and it doesn't need to be a big thing like a coming out story. But hey, yes, but look out for that video very soon. Golden piece of advice when it comes to relationships and dating. Communication. Communication is paramount when it comes to dating and relationships. That, I feel, is the most honest and clear thing that you can do with another person. And also just being yourself. I think don't try to change the person that you're with, and don't try to be someone that you're not. I think those are just the most important pillars of any relationship. Yes, honesty, loyalty, and don't cheat on them. But yeah, I think communication is definitely the most important thing when it comes to relationships and dating. Describe your perfect staycation. Oof, okay. I know it's gonna sound bougie, but whatever. I'm gonna say it anyway. Don't care. My friend Kaikazi had her birthday at the Saxon. Girl! It was everything and more. Firstly, the Saxon doesn't feel like you in Johannesburg the moment that you go through the doors. That's why Beyonce and Jay-Z and all the crew took over the space when they were here. We stayed at one of the villas and it was out of control. It was beautiful. That whole weekend was just filled with beautiful memories and stunning moments, and yeah, that for me was a perfect staycation. You know, waking up with all your friends in gowns and we just reminiscing about the night before, and we partied the Saxon down. It was so much fun. Who's gonna win Drag Race Season 13? Why do you hate the show and now you love it? Why should everyone watch it? Okay, so this is a Drag Race question. Who should win? So, who I want to win is Simone. Who I think will win? It's too early to say right now. However, I think the finale will definitely be Simone, and Utica will definitely be in there because she is a sniper from the corner, and I feel like a lot of people love Olivia Lux. I'm not too much of a huge fan of hers, but she needs to earn her stripes with me, but I think, let's see how it will play out. Why do I not love the show? Well, so when the show first came out, I did try to watch it, but with that Vaseline filter, I was like, no way, no way. And then there was a season of Detox and Adore Delana, or whatever her name is, and my friends were all watching it, and we'd go to brunch, and that's all they would talk about, so I felt left out. So I tried watching it again, and I was just like, and I still didn't get into it. I did watch a couple of episodes so I could just be involved in the conversation at brunch, but I was still not buying it. However, fast forward a couple of years further, Leanne started watching it on Netflix because the show got syndicated to the streaming service, and she said, just give it a chance, it's so good. And then I watched from season 11, and I've been obsessed ever since. The production quality is so good, it's really, really fun, and I enjoy it. It's also just important for the LGBTQI plus community, IA plus community. With that being said, why should everyone watch it? Not only is it fun and just an escapism, I think the message for the show is so important for mainstream media and for our community to love one another and just embrace each other for who we are. No matter our flaws and our triumphs, we should always lead with love, which I think is really important. What is your approach when it comes to content production? Where do you start? Well, Yes It's Me Toolz, I always like to think of it as a holistic thing. So you can go onto Spotify, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and they're all different parts of me, and they all have a different language for each. Pinterest. So if you follow me on Pinterest, it won't be necessarily the same person that you follow on Twitter, where I feel like my Twitter's messy, my Instagram is bourgeoisie, my Pinterest is aspirational, whereas my YouTube is lots of fun and a really in-depth visual snapshot of my life, and my Facebook is memories, if you will. Yeah. So if from a platform point of view, that's what I would say Yes It's Me Toolz is. For everything, or for all the links, you can go to www.yesitsmetools.com. Yeah. And where do I start? I always do start with my website, and then I filter everything out to all the platforms. And as I said, each platform has a different language, and it needs to sit differently with each, with whatever I do. What is your advice for new content creators because you're so good at it? Well, thank you so much. I just try to do me, and I think if you want to get into it, I think be authentically yourself. People always resonate with someone who's being real. When you try to put on a facade, or it crumbles very quickly. People see through it very quickly. So try always be authentic, real, and never sell yourself out. Never, ever, ever sell yourself to the devil, to Kris Jenner, because that will lose your authenticity. Okay, Tato asks, how did you start this influencer side of hustle? Well, I've been doing this influencing, if you call it, for quite a while. I started my blog spot, actually, in fact, and it was all about pop culture and fun music news and celebrity gossip, and it was super fun. I enjoyed it, and that was in 2009. I enjoyed it because I had a passion in pop culture, and I still do. So even though it's generating income now, I still do it because I have a passion for it and I love it. So yeah, that's how I started. Just with a normal blog spot. Before Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, I started with my own blog. Okay, so Doing asks, 2021 forecast for Thulane and social media in general. Well, I do have a plan that I'm dropping in terms of social media and my brand, if you will, for this year. I'm excited for it and I think it will work. As always, I just want it to be authentically me. 2021 for me, I am getting to a point where I'm doing a lot of more things again, and I'm putting place with a lot of businesses that I'm getting into, so I'm excited for that. And just being my true, authentic, best self. That is one thing I really want to do, and get to a healthier space mentally and physically. Tips on gadgets to use for good pics/vlogging. So, listen, my jackass phone, I use that to film my YouTube videos. So, use with whatever you have in terms of vlogging. There's a great channel called Think Media. I'll link it down below. They give the best advice when it comes to equipment and what to use when you want to take great photos and vlog. But in all honesty, start with what you have and then build, because at the end of the day, vlogging is basically storytelling, and that's the most important thing. Whatever equipment you use, it doesn't really matter, but the storytelling is the most important bit. Okay, do me ask, do you ever get social media fatigue? No, I don't. Maybe partly for the fact that I might be addicted to the social media platforms, but I don't. I know how to use each platform, and there's been moments where I've been quiet or I'll step away, but I don't follow or engage with profiles and social media platforms that are toxic and that bring me down. I do not subscribe to. Social media is meant to be fun and exciting and informative. It should not be a stress in your life. It should not be a stress in your life, honestly. It's social media. Alright, what/who inspires/influences your style, fashion and home, and content? Well, when it comes to content, there are various people that I follow on YouTube and on Instagram and Pinterest. So, those are all varied when it comes to my content, but I always try to be authentically me. When it comes to fashion and my home, I get inspired by different things, from things that I see in art, in music, in movies, in television shows, in magazines, through my travels. So I also have a lot of visions, and I clip a lot of things and I put them into my Evernote and sometimes on my Pinterest boards, and it curates and it gives me one central place to see a vision of my fashion and my home and lifestyle generally. So my Pinterest is a good place to see all of that. Hannah asked, if you won $5 million, who would you share it with, excluding family members, and why? Wait, how much is that in rands? Hey Google, what is $5 million in rands?
$5 million is approximately 75,772,850 South African rands.
Okay, 75 million. Who would I share it with? I think... I think I'd share it with Leanne Liebenberg, because she knows how to save. She's very good with money. So I think she would also be able to make more from that 75 million. What happened between you and Sashi? Who? And that is it for part 2 of my Q&A session. That was a lot of questions. I'm glad I actually broke it up into 2 parts. If you have not seen the first part, make sure you hit up over here, and I will see you guys in the next one. If you liked this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and comment down below if you want me to do a part 3, if you have any more questions that you want me to answer. Make sure you also subscribe, do the right thing and hit the subscribe button, and to get notified every time I upload a video, hit the bell button. I love you so much for watching, as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Good night, God bless, goodbye!